guys, this is Sweet Pot's Thrift and what my next thrifting haul. So this one's going to be a lot shorter, but still I have a lot of stuff to show. So I think I'm going to start with these guys right here. So these I got from a garage sale. They had some records and I'm looking to put together a vinyl collection. So they wanted $1 each. I said, would you do 50 cents each? And they said, sure. So I picked out these. I have the Rolling Stones, the Hot Rocks vinyl. I believe this is still sealed, an REM Up album. I have this Rolling Stones Let It Bleed, AC/DC. And this one's the Grateful Dead album. So I got those. I think there's about 5 there. They said, would you do 3 for them? I said, sure, I'll do 3. I actually got this Monopoly game complete at a garage sale. I bought jewelry from them. So I saw this on the side and I'm like, how much is the Monopoly? They said, you can take it if you want it because the stuff in that box we're donating. So they gave me this for free. So I was like, that's cool. I'll move on to the clothes. So they either came from a garage sale or the Goodwill outlet. So these two I got from a garage sale. They're both the pink little legging or sweatpants. So I got that one. And I got this blue one. I like the embroidery on it. So I got that one. I got this Vans, just a plain sweater with a little shoe on it for, I believe, $1. These Joe jeans I found at the Goodwill outlet. So most of the stuff at the Goodwill outlet pretty much evened out to $1 each. So I got these Joe jeans. I got these BCBG capris, the little white capris. These are J. Crew pants. And I found some Adidas jogging pants. These I believe are Banana Republic, another just simple pants. This was cool. I like the little American flag look to it. It's just a Old Navy button up with little white stars all over it. Another jeans. I just like the color on this one. This one's a dry fit, a Nike dry fit workout top. I found this silk BCBG dress, so I got that. And another Nike workout pants. And last is this Under Armour. I got this from a garage sale, so I got that. I'm gonna go on to the video game section because I got a lot here. So to start it off, I'll start with the Genesis stuff. I actually got there early, but some other person had bought, I think, most of the other video game stuff. And so all that's left was the Genesis, so I asked how much they wanted for it. And they said $30. And I was like, that's not really in my price range. So I looked at all the stuff. There wasn't much, so I just offered. I threw out 15. Would they take 15 for it? And they said sure. So I was like, cool. So it came with the 2 controllers. It looks like a third-party RF unit with the original Genesis RF unit. Comes with the power supply. And the Genesis is pretty clean, so I got that. It came with a few games, but Lion King was not in here. So that was one of the reasons why I was like, I'm not willing to pay the full $30. So, but anyways, I got the box for the Lion King. There's World Cup USA 94, Echo the Dolphin, and Street Fighter 2. And the other games are NBA Action, Zoop, Ripstar. This one's Beyond Oasis, and then there's the Sonic and Knuckles. And it also came with a Nintendo RF switch. And it had some paperwork with it, which didn't go with the stuff I got, but it was in the box. So there's PlayStation, There's this N64 little poster. We have a Spyro PlayStation manual, and then some other manuals for the Genesis. So the other stuff I got was this. So these things I actually got, this I got from a garage sale. It's steel sealed. The people are only charging $1, so I got that. This Plants vs. Zombies I also got for $1 from a garage sale. And this was just an empty case for the Game Boy Advance SP. I think I paid $1 at the Goodwill outlet, and it has some cases for the Game Boy Advance games in there. This was a pretty good deal. I was looking at the Goodwill outlet and I saw this sitting on the table, and so I put it in my cart. So when I was paying, she's like, it didn't come with its cords. I'm like, nope, there's no cords out there. So I told her I was willing to take a chance on it. So she's like, will you do $5 for it? I'm like, I don't know if that much of a chance. So she's like, how about $3? So I said, sure, I'll take a chance on $3. So I got that. Brought it home, plugged it in. It works perfectly. It also has, I believe, Wii Play disc in there. So I got that for $3. This is a Xbox 360 wireless adapter. I actually got it at a garage sale with some other stuff for $1, so I got that. I asked at one garage sale if they had any games, and they're like, you talking about the little small square games? I'm like, yeah, that sounds what I'm looking for. It sounded more like she was describing a DS game. So I was like, yeah, sure, can you bring them out? So she brings out these guys, and I asked how much she wanted on each, and she said, how about $5? So I got 3 DS games with it. I got Metroid, Sonic and Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games, and Mario Kart. And these 2 games were inside the machines. One was Madden 2005 and one was Teen Titans. So I said, would you take 10 all together? And they're like, sure. It turns out the blue doesn't work. I think the battery, when I took out the battery, is sort of like puffed out. So I think I need a new battery, which aren't that expensive on eBay. So probably $2 or $3. So I'll probably just get one of those and see if it works then. But the gray one does work, so that's good. This stuff, on the other hand, I got today. And there was sort of like a community garage sale, but it was more like there was a fair, but mostly the people around the neighborhood choose to have a garage sale on that day. So we went to the garage sales around the fair. So what I got from one sale was this stuff. He wanted 3 on the Super Mario Strikers, and he wanted 2 on the Wavebird controller with the receiver. So that wasn't too bad. I actually said, do you have any more GameCube? And he said at 6:30 this morning, someone knocked on their door and asked about the video games. So most of their video games went at 6:30 in the morning. So I was like, no way was I getting up that early. But either way, I went to another garage sale, and they had a bucket of Wii games, and they wanted 60 on the machine itself. But I was like, how much for the games? And they were like, so I said, would you do $2 a game? They're like, yeah, that's okay. So I got Harry Potter, Lego Harry Potter years 5 to 7, Mario Kart Wii, and Donkey Kong Country Returns. And I actually got this too. It's the Super Mario Brothers for the Wii. And I think it also has the soundtrack for Super Mario Galaxy in there. So I said, would you take 6 for these guys? And they were like, yeah. So I got those for $6. And this one I came across at another garage sale for $1. So I threw that in. Oh, also at the garage sale with the games for $2 each, he said, I think this wheel goes for one of the games. I was like, oh yeah, Mario Kart. So he threw that in too. So next is I found this Nook. turns out I guess I'm upgrading my Nook because this one's better quality. So I got this for $5. It didn't have the little charger, but I'm just going to use the charger I used for my other Nook because it's the same plug. So I got that for $5, and I got this with the Plants vs. Zombies. So I got those two. Next, I'm going to move on to the shoes. These two shoes I got from a garage sale, and they're only charging $1 each. So I got these Clark's Artisan booties. Sort of like a green suede. I got those. I got these Lucky Brand flats. They look still new. And I actually got my mom another pair of wedges. They're Emilio Pucci, so she got those. And if you follow my Instagram, you'll see a picture of them. So you can go check those out. I got these cool Nikes with the little plaid design. I got these for, I believe, $4 at a garage sale. Next is the bags. So to start it off, I got this North Face fanny pack for 50 cents just today. I got this Wilson's suede leather sort of like backpack but sling bag for $1, and that was at the Goodwill outlet. And most of the stuff came from the Goodwill outlet. So I got this Fossil wallet. I found this Coach purple wristlet. This J. Crew, it looks practically brand new, blue leather saddle bag. Marc Jacobs little bag. This I got from a garage sale. The lady, when I approached the sale, she's like, I have to get $10 for that. So I looked at it, I'm like, would you take 5? And she's like, sure. So I got this vintage Dooney & Burke purse. It has the strap, I put it on the inside. This I found at the Goodwill outlet. It's a planner, but it's Coach. So inside it's more of a notepad, should I say, because on the inside it has the holder for a little notepad. But it has these little card holders. And then this is where you would put the notepad. And then it has your little ID. But yeah, I found it in the little bins and it was authentic, so I was like, cool. I found this Lily Pulitzer. It's actually a phone holder, I believe for a BlackBerry, but when I put my iPhone 6 in here, it fits perfectly and it looks not bad at all, so I got that. I got this Gucci and this Goyard dust bags. This one even has like leather ties. So moving on to the jewelry. So I think I'll start up here. This one I got for free is just a Michael Kors little tag that usually goes on the purses, but there was no purse and it was in the free pile, so I just got that anyways. These two I got from a local thrift store. This one is marked $9.25 and it was only half off, so that was about $4.50. And this one was also half off, so this was about $3.50, and it has pearls and it's sterling as well. This was a pretty good find. At the same sale that I got the Genesis at, I saw a bag of pins. And I was looking in it and I accidentally tipped it over inside a box and out popped this guy. So I looked at it and on the back right up here, it's marked 14 karat. So I immediately put it back in the bag. I asked the lady how much for the bag and she said $5. I was like, if I took out 2 things, would you give it to me for $1? And she said, sure. So I got this Lucinda house pin and I got the 14 karat necklace. So that was a pretty good buy. And this I got from another sale during a community sale. It's not Tiffany, but it came with the Tiffany bag. I believe it's gold. It's unmarked, but just by the appearance of it, I'm pretty sure it's gold. But it has a pearl right in the center right there. And I got it for $3. These 3 are sterling. I asked how much did they want for them, and they said that the prices on them were not the prices that they're selling them for. So I said, how much for these? they said, how about 7 for all of them? I said, how about 6? And they're like, okay. So I got 2 bracelets. One just has a floral design on it, and the other one has hope, dream, and believe written on it. And this one is just a long sterling necklace. The only marking on it was this. It says B17 small and large circle SS bead. So I got that. This I got from an estate sale. It's a 10-carat pin. I actually paid $5 for it, but it looked pretty cool, so I got that. This came from a garage sale. A guy said he was in the military. He actually bought this in Iraq for his mom, but she didn't want it, so he only charged me $1 for it. And it's sterling, and it has sort of like a moonstone or tiger's eye stones on them. I got this cute Swatch watch. Needs battery, but I got that for $1. I got this Fossil watch, also for $1, but needs a battery. These guys I got for $1 each. They're all sterling. So I got the ring. I got this little bangle. The charms are not sterling. And I got this other bracelet. So I got that. It has a little heart right there. This stuff I got from a garage sale. I asked if they had any jewelry. They're like, yeah, come to the garage. So I was digging through this whole case of jewelry, and I found this. It's a little Chinese symbol. I think it means good luck, but on the back it's marked 14K and 585, which is the value of 14 karat. They usually mark it 585 or 14 karat, but this one's marked both. And this one I found a gold bangle. I don't know if it's real gold. I think it's just costume, but it was nice for both 50 cents. These earrings, I'm not quite sure about them. I got them from a garage sale for 10 cents, and on the back it's marked Tiffany & Co. sterling. So I don't know if Tiffany made these screw-on type earrings. They're like leaf screw-ons. So I don't know. They're really cool though for 10 cents if they're authentic. And lastly is this necklace. I got this for 25 cents. It's sterling with sort of like a plastic kind of square design inside it. But yeah, I got those. Thanks.